Hi, this is Julie with Beadaholique, and today I want to show you how to chain stitch crochet with beads. So this is actually very easy to do, and it's a fun way of incorporating beads into your crochet work or incorporating your crochet work into beading. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some type of string. For this particular video, I'm using pearl cotton, size 8, and this right here is very soft. It's also very thin, which is nice, and flexible. I'm going to be using size 10-0 Miyuki Delica beads. They've got a nice big hole inside, so they're pretty easy to put onto my pearl cotton. I have got a size 9 crochet hook. You can see the tip is quite small, but that's what we want. I have a big eye needle, which is going to help me get my beads onto my pearl cotton, and I have a pair of scissors. So I've actually preloaded my beads onto my pearl cotton, and the way you do that is very easy. I can just take a few off here and show you. You just take your big eye needle, open it up, put your string through the needle, and then you're just going to go ahead and pick up some beads, slide them down, and pull them onto your thread. So that is how you get the beads on there, and I've already preloaded them. And you just keep sliding them down, because you need to make sure that you start with enough beads to complete your project, because you're not going to be able to go back and add them later. So the way that we're going to start is by making a slip knot. You want to leave about an 8-inch tail, and to make a slip knot, you just go ahead, loop the thread or whatever material you're using around a couple fingers, push it through, and then pull. And then what you have is a slip knot, which is adjustable. I'm going to show you how to do that again. So to pull out your slip knot, you just pull. So we're going to loop it around. So you're basically making a hole, and then you're putting your thread through it, but you're not pulling your tail all the way through. And now you have an adjustable knot. So that's how you're always going to start your chain stitch crochet, is with that slip knot. And then you're going to insert your needle through it and pull. Now, if you have not done crochet before, the way you're going to line up your thread is you're going to take your thread, put it between your pinky and the finger next to it, loop it around, cross over your fingers on the inside part of your hand, and then around your index finger, and like so that it comes back out and you're holding it between your middle finger and your thumb. I'm going to show you that again. So we're going to loop it around between our pinky and the finger next to it, loop it around, cross over your other 2 fingers on the inside part of your hand, make sure it comes out. So you're going around your index finger, and then you're grabbing it between your middle finger and your thumb. So that is how you're always going to start. So this is keeping the tension. This finger right here is going to keep the tension on your thread. And what way we're going to do a chain stitch, and this is all that's involved in a chain stitch. You're going to take your needle, you're going to loop it so that you grab the thread, and you're going to pull it through your loop. And that was just one chain stitch. So now you're going to do that again. So you're going to go under and loop around your thread, grab it with that little hook, pull through your loop. And you're just going to keep repeating that. And right now you're chain stitching, and that's all there is to it. It's so easy. And here you can make your loop bigger or smaller. See, you've got a lot of flexibility in there, and you see how this finger's keeping the tension. And then if you end up with it too loose, just go ahead, wrap it around your hands again so you have a better grip on it. And we're going to make a loop and pull through. We're going to loop over and pull through. All right, so that's all there is to chain stitch. If you ever want to pull out chain stitch, all you got to do is pull on it. And then I'm going to pull on it. And I'm just going to put my needle back into the loop, and that's keeping it from pulling out now. All right, so now I'm going to add beads. The way I find is easiest is to take 5 or 6 beads and pull them down so that they're up against your crochet hook. So now we're going to loop it around our fingers. So now our beads are caught between our index finger and our crochet work. And we're just going to put one at a time. So we're going to do one that's up against our hook. And now we're just going to do the same process for that chain stitch. And now we just trapped a bead. Now we're going to not add a bead. We're just going to do a single chain stitch. And now we're going to add a bead. So I'm just going to scoot it down. And we're going to just pretend it's not even there, but make sure it's trapped. And do a chain stitch. And then we're going to not add a bead and just do a regular chain stitch. Now we're going to add a bead, scoot it down, loop over, pull through. Go ahead and do one without a bead, add a bead. I'm just going to do a few of these so you can see what we're doing, making sure that I add a single chain stitch between each bead, and that's just going to make your eventual length a lot more flexible. So you want to be able to make sure that it can move. So this is what we've got. Now, when you need more beads, all you do is you grab another 5, 6, however many you're comfortable with, scoot them on down, re-loop your fingers, and then continue as normal. You're going to do that for as long as you want. I'm just going to do a couple more just because I know it can be a little bit hard when you're first learning this. And if I need to have a little more thread, I just am pulling so that I'm just pulling it so it's coming nice and loose off of that spool. And then, let's see, it's time to add another bead. So I'm just going to add one more bead. I'm going to do another chain stitch, and then I'm going to show you how you would end this. Okay, so I'm going to do one more. So let's say you've made an earring, that you want this to be the length of an earring, or you've done a long strand and you're ready to tie it off. So what you're going to do is you're going to make your loop a little bit bigger. You're going to hold it, you're going to pinch it. You're going to go ahead, you're going to cut your thread. You're going to take your tail, put it through the loop, and you're going to pull, and that creates a knot. And now your crochet work is not going anywhere from either end. And that is how you chain stitch crochet and add beads.